Hi everyone, Alyssa Wright here from Raising Change. If you're watching this webinar, you think that it's time that you need to start changing the world, but you don't exactly know how to get started. I'm here today to offer you a simple construct that I used when I first started my journey as both a philanthropist and an activist for social change. So one, identify the cause that you care about the most. For me, it was really easy because I come from a background of theater. And so for me, being a storyteller is really important. So I looked for platforms that were elevating the most vulnerable of people's voices. Women's rights, human rights, and working with youth became a passionate place for me to invest my time and talents. But I had to ask a hard question first. What breaks my heart and how could I go there? Kathy guided me a little bit along the way, and between she and many other incredible women that came into my life, I found exactly the right way to start my philanthropic journey. Secondly, think of this construct as a simple way to evaluate whether or not you feel like you're really making a difference on planet Earth. Local, national, and global. Locally, do incredible things in your own backyard. Volunteer at the food pantry or animal shelter, drop off things to the homeless, or my favorite thing in the whole wide world is volunteering my skills and time to administer classes for local people in the community who are trying to either get their GEDs or grow in their profession. I do that up here through the Maine Association of Nonprofits. I get to volunteer my time and talents in a real skill building way to support my community and its growth and evolution. You can transform your own community. It's just you need to get started. So, secondly, take action. Take action on a national level. I sign petitions all the time, and one of my favorite groups to look for active ways that I can get involved in the national landscape of women's rights is Moms Rising. You can check out the work they do at their website and look for similar activist-oriented groups that are really saturating throughout our entire country to elevate women's voices, to shift the conversations to a place where they need to go to create systemic social change, and to make sure that everyone here is treated with respect and dignity. Thirdly, that's 3, right? Okay. Thirdly, you can look into international groups to start really spreading your activism all across the globe. For me, my heart is really with refuge families that are struggling right now in the current refugee crisis that we have. And so I lean into groups like Hashima Kenya, who has an incredible social enterprise where I got this pretty little scarf called the Maisha Collective, and you can do everything from purchase something like a scarf to go actively volunteer at a local UNHCR office to make a huge difference. So remember, local, national, international, and they're all rooted in your story. So think on your story. What in the world right now is breaking your heart? And what exactly are you going to do about it? And in a world where social media can tend to really dominate how we see ourselves and how others view us, don't just let yourself be someone out in the virtual space. Don't let yourself just be some words over a dinner table conversation. Let yourself be an action. Be an impactful, action-oriented individual who is out there making it happen. Volunteer, get involved, and most importantly, stay authentic to the narrative that you want to create while you're transforming planet Earth. I'm so happy you tuned in today, and look for webinar 2, the second piece of this, which will be about you're ready to change the world, but you need to talk about money. And I'll give you a couple simple ways to talk about money so you can actually raise it. And then after you raise it, you can also learn how to navigate your own relationship to it on the personal side, because that one can be tough. Thanks so much for watching today. Alyssa Wright, signing off.